comfortable seat. Welcome, Robin. You can also lie down. We're going to do our breathing exercises. So finding a comfortable position with a nice tall posture. Taking a moment to just scan your body. We're going to start with some inhales through our nose and open mouth exhale to release any tension, anything that does not serve you. So inhale through your nose, open mouth exhale. Letting it go. Again, inhale through your nose, nice and deep, and open mouth exhale, release. One more time, inhale through your nose. And side out, open mouth, exhale. Okay, let's start another round of breathing. This time we'll go in and out through our nose. Equal counts, inhale and exhale, whether that's 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, whatever count works for you. We'll inhale through our nose. Pause at the top for 1. And exhale through your nose. Pause at the bottom and repeat. Inhale through your nose. Feeling your lungs expand. And on your exhale, grounding down, release. Going at your own pace. You can have your eyes closed and continue. Focus on equal count breathing. Feel your spine grow long on the inhales. Feel your shoulders draw down on the exhales. Wherever you are, we'll do 2 more rounds. Equal counts, inhale and exhale. And bottom of your last breath, go ahead and open your eyes. And we'll stay in a comfortable seated position. If you need to come to seated now, go ahead, and we're going to roll out our shoulders. Go ahead and crunch your shoulders up towards your ears and back and down. Up your shoulders here. Then reverse the direction, bringing them forward and down. Good, and then just drop to neutral with your shoulders, and we'll do some neck rotations. Let's start by drawing some circles with our nose. Clockwise to start. Start by creating little appetizer plate circles and then growing them to bigger dinner plates. Or if you're like me, I like to eat out of bowls. Small bowl, big bowl. And then let's do counterclockwise. My food always falls off my plate when I eat on a plate. That's why I like bowls. All right, continue a few more times, counterclockwise. Moving slowly, gentle with your neck, and then coming back to center. We'll turn our heads to the right, so your chin is parallel over your right shoulder. Just pause there. And then back to center and all the way to the left. Chin over left shoulder. And back to center. And we'll draw the right ear towards our right shoulder, stretching out the left side of our neck. And then left ear to left shoulder, stretching the right side of the neck. Go ahead and find that juicy spot. You might want to rotate your chin closer towards your chest or up towards the ceiling. Find the spot that feels the tightest and then hold that and breathe. Good, and then come back to neutral and bring your legs out to a V. If you need to sit up on a pillow or a blanket, you can do that. Legs out nice and wide. You can keep a bend in the knees if that helps, and then walk your fingertips forward, coming into a forward fold. Drop your head down, breathing into your hamstrings. I think I could stay here all day for the rest of my life and I'd still be this stiff. I don't know about you guys. All right, let's go all the way to the right. Hold on to that right shin or calf or ankle or foot. Flex through your feet. A few more breaths here, over to the right. And then inhale back to center and over to the left. Legs are still out in a V and we're holding on to the left ankle, shin, or foot, bowing over our left leg. Good, and inhale back up. Let's bring our legs together in front of us. We'll do a forward fold over both of our legs. Reach towards the feet, ankle or shins, and hold on, bowing forward, forehead towards knees. Slowing down your breath. Good, and then press yourself up and let's bend our knees and bring the soles of our feet flat on the ground. Go ahead and take the pillow or blanket out from under you if you have one. And then bring your hands behind you just to help you stay seated and propped up. So hands can just be flat behind your hips. And then we're going to start by just lifting up through our chest. You might even come up onto your fingertips to create a little more length. And squeeze your shoulder blades and elbows back. We're just doing a little chest opener here. So your knees are bent with the feet flat on the ground. And we're pressing our chest, lifting it up towards the ceiling here by using the hands to help leverage. Good, and then we're gonna do the figure 4 stretch where we place one ankle. Let's start with the right. Lift that right foot and rest it on the top of the left thigh. You might need to straighten out the bottom leg slightly to get that, lift that leg up. And then once you've got the right ankle resting on the left thigh, you might try to bend the bottom knees deeper, that's going to deepen the stretch. And think about pressing the right knee away from you to deepen that stretch in the outer right hip. Good, and then release that right leg and we'll switch out, bringing the left ankle through the top of the right thigh, same thing. Bend the bottom knee once you've got it resting on top. Always keep the bottom leg straight as well if that's better, and then think about pressing the left knee away from you to open the left hip. Breathing into the left hip. All right, go ahead and drop the left foot down. We're going to lay on our back. Go ahead and lay all the way back. And bring your legs in a butterfly position so that your soles of the feet are together and the knees are relaxed out wide. So you're resting on the outer edges of your ankles. Feet are pressed together, knees relaxed out wide. We're going to do some butterfly crunches. So with the legs resting out in a butterfly position, you're going to lift up and crunch using the strength of your abdominals to lift your shoulders, head, neck off the mat. Think about using the strength of your abs to lift and reach your hands through the inner thighs as you lift up. So you're just lifting and lowering, crunching up and down, reaching through your inner thighs as you lift and then lower down. So the only thing that's really lifting up is your head, neck, and shoulders. If it's too much strain on your neck, you can also bring your hands behind your head with the elbows bent, hands interlaced to give your neck a little more support, and you're just lifting and lowering abdominal crunches with your legs in a butterfly position. And you can keep track if you want of how many you're doing. I would aim for maybe 15 to 20 and then take a break. Think about lifting up towards the ceiling, using the strength of your lower abs. Once you're done with that one, go ahead and loosen your low back by doing windshield wipers with your knees. So your feet will be flat on the mat and you'll just allow your knees to drop from side to side. And then we're going to use this motion for our next abdominal pose, which is a windshield wiper action, only we're going to lift our feet off the ground. So think about drawing your knees towards your chest and then allow them to drop all the way to the left and then lift and drop them all the way to the right. So you're using the strength of your obliques to lift your legs over to both sides of your body. So left side, then right side. Knees stay lifted and bent. And your arms can come out wide. You can go nice and slow for this. See how far you can drop your knees and then lift back up. You're going to get a little twist in your back for this as well, the further you allow your knees to drop. You want to try for maybe 10 on each side. Nice job, you guys. Keep it up. However many more you've got. Finish up in the next few moments, and then we're going to meet with our legs lifted towards the ceiling, straight up. Once your legs are straight up, we're going to reach our arms overhead. And this next one is called dead bug, because you're all going to look like little dead bugs. So how this works, I think we've done this before. Let's do the opposite arm and leg. So drop the right leg down, slowly draw that leg down. And then as you lift it up, you're going to reach your left arm towards that right foot. And then left leg reaches, oh, I skipped, starting over. My arms weren't doing what I needed them to do. Okay. So when your legs are up, your arms are up as well, or it's kind of reaching in the direction of your feet. Then as you lift your right leg down, your left arm reaches back. You're going to hover the leg and arm and then lift it back up. And then left leg and right arm back and down and then back up. And to make this harder, you're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders so you're kind of in a crunching position as you lift and lower opposite arm and leg like little floundering bugs. Yeah, you all look like dead bugs right now. Good job. So how many of these can you do? I don't know. They're pretty tough. Maybe do 5 on each leg. Can. So again, my head, neck, and shoulders stays lifted the whole time, and my legs and arms are alternating to the floor. Woo! A tough one. There wasn't a dead bug before this. I'm definitely a dead bug after it. Oh, good job, you guys. And when you're dead, lay on the ground like a real dead bug. And if you need water, come back to life. Go ahead and get some. Oh, you guys made it through the abs portion of the class. Nice job. So from here, go ahead and squeeze your knees in toward your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side. And now we're going to make our way onto our hands and knees. So make your way when you're ready to hands and knees, tabletop position. Once you're on your hands and knees, we're just going to sway our hips from side to side, loosen up our hips, rock in some circular motions. Then we're going to revisit cat-cow, which is just a really nice stretch for your spine. It accentuates the natural curvature of your spine. So we're going to start by coming to once you're on hands and knees, you're going to lift your, I'll start. For some reason, I always have trouble explaining this one. Such a visual thing for me. So bear with me as I get into my description. Okay. For cat, you're going to arch your upper back by drawing down your tailbone, almost like you're tucking your tailbone under. Lift your upper back as you draw your chin toward your chest. Feel the rounding of your upper back. That's the natural curvature. Press down through your palms. This is cat. Then you're going to come into cow by gazing forward. Press your hands down as you reach your chest forward, and now the low back dips think about drawing the tailbone up, or sorry, this would be back, creating a dip in the low back. That's cow. Now there's a dip in your low back as you gaze forward, lift through your chest. And then you're going to come back into cat. Again, you're just coming in and out of cat and cow. Just stretch out your spine. As you come into cat, you're arching through the upper back, chin towards your chest. So your gaze is towards your navel. Round through your upper back, tailbone tucks under. And then for cow, lower back dips, tailbone comes up, almost like someone's grabbing you by the tail towards the ceiling. Chest comes forward, gaze forward, press down through your palms, and that's cow. So in traditional yoga classes, they'll have you come inhale into cat, exhale into cow, and you do it with your breath. But see, because I have to be so detailed with the description of what cat-cow is, I didn't do a breath type of exercise today, but maybe in the future we'll go inhale, cat, exhale, cow, and you'll understand what I mean. That's my goal. All right, enough with the cat-cow. Let's come into just regular tabletop for a few leg lifts. We'll start with the right knee, fire hydrant on the right, hover the right knee and shin off the ground and just swing it out to the right and back down. You guys know this one. We'll try for 10 to 20 max on the right, working the outer right glute. Notice if your stomach is floppy here, draw the navel in to engage the core as you lift the leg. Coming up onto your fists is helpful. Less pressure in the wrists. And then remember to switch sides when you've done 10 to 15 to 20 on the right. Same thing on the left. Where is your mind wandering to, I wonder? Mine's wandering to far out places. Bringing it back to the breath and coming back to tabletop. When you're ready, we're going to transition into bird dog. So bird dog, remember, opposite arm and leg. We'll start with the right leg back, straight back. Point through the toes, find your balance, lift your left arm forward, reach through the left hand. Opposite arm and leg hovers, gaze down, balancing on your left knee and right palm. You can hold it here all day. You could even do your little elbow to knee move if you want. I'm just going to hover and hold today. A few more breaths. And then coming back to tabletop, we'll switch out our arms and legs. So now the left leg comes back, right arm reaches forward. Imagine someone pulling you in opposite directions. Find your center. Continue to reach. Point through the left toes. Reach through the right fingertips. And then coming back to tabletop. Rock your hips one last time and make your way to standing slowly, because when you move too quickly from seated to standing, you can get lightheaded. especially in the heat. So take your time. I don't want to see anyone losing their balance here. Get some water if you need to. And then we're going to try some warrior poses today. These are all standing poses, great for strengthening your legs. They're energizing poses as well. So if you're really sleepy right now and yawning a bunch, I'm not going to call anyone out, then this might help. Okay, so here we are. We're going to start with warrior. Let's start with warrior one. So for warrior one, we want to face forward on our mats and take a nice big step forward. So maybe that's about 3 to 4 feet. Oh, sorry, I didn't say which foot. Your right foot. Take a nice big step forward with your right foot. And then the back foot, you want to have it about a 45-degree angle. So some of you are, okay, I think that works. So you're still facing forward on your mat, meaning there's the top of your mat, the bottom of the mat. I'm facing the top of my mat. I took a step forward towards the top of my mat with my right foot. Back foot is about a 45-degree angle. And I want your hips to be squared off to the top of the mat. So they're squared off to that front right leg, meaning that you're turning your hips forward towards that front leg. And then you're going to bend the front knee so it stacks over the front ankle. The back leg stays straight. And then finally, the arms. Arms reach up, parallel alongside your ears, palms face one another. Ta-da, warrior one. You can hold that for a moment. Feel the energy yet? And then from warrior one, we're going to transition into warrior two, like a fluid dance pose movement. Okay, so we're all in warrior one still. How do we transition to warrior two? Well, first of all, you need to turn towards the left so that your feet are now parallel and you're taking a nice big stance with your legs. So your arms, can you just drop your arms down for a moment? So now your legs are super wide apart. Legs are straight and your feet are parallel. Then we're going to turn our right front foot for 90 degrees to the right. Front right foot 90 degrees to the right. So some of you didn't do that, but I'm just going to let it go. Now, arms, well, before we do arms, bend the front knee, so the front right knee, so it stacks over the ankle. And now your arms come out nice and wide, parallel to the ground, palms facing down. And you want your torso upright, perpendicular to the ground. As your arms reach in opposite directions, turn your head towards your front right arm. So you're gazing over the front right fingertips, and equal reach in your right and left arms. This is warrior two. Press down through the edge of the back foot, the outer edge. Lift through your belly as you hold this pose. This is an energizing pose. Helps with concentration and strengthens your legs and hips. Even opens your chest as you lift up through your chest. Warrior two. Okay, now watch this. We're going to transition into reverse warrior. From right here, dancing on into reverse warrior. Keep your legs the way they are. The only thing that changes now are your arms. So the left hand, allow that to fall and hold on to the back left thigh. So you're just resting the palm on the back left thigh, kind of more like the hamstring, I should say, the back left hamstring. Now the right arm, it was parallel in front of you with the palm facing down. You want to go ahead and flip the palm towards the ceiling. So the right palm is now up towards the ceiling. And you're going to lift that arm up towards the ceiling and then continue to reach it up overhead and back so that you're creating a stretch in the right side. So the right arm is reaching overhead and towards the back leg. Palm is now kind of flipped up and over facing down again because it's gone from lifting up towards the ceiling and then all the way back. And don't forget to keep the bend in the front knee. Nothing's changed in our legs. Same warrior two legs. This is reverse warrior. You can turn your head, gaze towards the back foot, or lift it up towards the ceiling, whichever feels good. Feeling a nice stretch in the side body, using strength in your thigh to hold the pose for another breath. And inhale, back up. Allow your legs to come all the way forward to the front of your mat. That was awesome. So we did warrior one, warrior two, reverse warrior, all on that one right side. So what do? Now we even out the other side. So coming to the middle of my mat, facing the front of my mat, now I take a big step forward with my left foot. We're coming back to warrior one. Your feet are about hip width distance. Front foot faces forward, the back foot 45-degree angle. That's going to allow you to open up that right hip flexor. Bend through the right knee. Hips are squared forward to the front left leg. I might have said bend right knee. I meant bend the left knee. The back right knee and leg is all straight. The left knee is bent. Hips are squared forward. And then arms for warrior one, remember? Anyone? Arms up towards the ceiling. Arms are up towards the ceiling, parallel alongside your ears. So you're reaching up. Reach, reach, reach. Imagine the energy rushing out your fingertips towards the sky. Lift up through your chest. A few more breaths, warrior one. And you're going to get ready for the transition into warrior two, where you gracefully open your arms, turn right, legs straight, feet parallel. So now you have a nice big stance. You're facing the right side of the mat. And your arms are parallel to the ground, palms facing down. You're going to rotate the left foot 90 degrees to the left. And then bend the left knee. The back foot and leg, everything, the back leg stays straight. Left knee is bent, stacked over the ankle. Gaze over the front left arm. Equal reach through both fingertips. So your arms are reaching in the same direction as your legs, parallel to the ground. Warrior two, feeling the energy again, building in your body here. A few more breaths, lift through your chest. And our next transition is into reverse warrior, so keep the legs the way they are. and bring the back hand to rest on the back right hamstring. Flip the front palm towards the ceiling, and then lift the front left arm up towards the ceiling and back overhead, creating a side arc, the left side. Keep the knee bent, front knee is bent. Nothing changes from your legs from Warrior 2. Just your arms reach differently, and then you can turn your head toward the back leg or up towards the ceiling. Continue to lift and reach through that left arm for Reverse Warrior. Remember, the back right hand is resting on the back right hamstring. Warrior, Reverse Warrior, and inhale, come back forward, drop your arms, step forward. That was it. Warrior 1, 2, Reverse Warrior. Good job, you guys. There's a lot of little details in the pose, but I think you all followed me. So let's go ahead and shake that all off. Go ahead. Sometimes yoga feels too rigid and I don't like that. So I shake it out with a little dance party. Do you have any birthdays today? No, but that's okay. You can still dance. Before we make our way to the ground again, let's do one last standing pose. I like to explore balance in this class, as you all know. So if you need to stand next to a piece of furniture or a wall for this, feel free, so that you can explore your balance. Sometimes that means you might lose your balance, and that's the point. That's how you find the balance. You lose it, and then you find it. So, okay, tree pose. This is where you stand on one leg, basically, but there's variations of tree. So to start, we're going to put your weight into your left foot. Lift the right sole of the right foot, and you can rest that on the inner left ankle. Then the right knee bends so that you can rest your right foot on the inner left ankle, almost like a little kickstand. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest. And right here is already plenty to work with in terms of balance. If you want more challenge, you can begin to slide that right foot up the inner left shin. Press the right foot into the shin, counter action of pressing the left shin into the foot into the shin, and that's going to help with balance as well. So you can also slide that foot all the way up beyond the knee into your inner thigh. You might even need to help with the placement of that for a traditional tree pose. And we're all just balancing here on our one foot, one leg, wavering in the wind like trees like to do. And then slowly draw that right foot all the way down. We'll trade out our legs. So now we're going to root down, no pun intended, to our right foot. Left foot rests on the inner right ankle or shin or thigh. So your left knee is bent and you're going to press the left knee out to the side to open up the inner left hip flexor. Hands can stay at the center of your chest. Find your balance. Noticing what thoughts are going through your mind. Coming back to your breath. And then go ahead, release your legs. Let's roll out our ankles, one final standing position. Roll out your right ankle and then your left ankle. And then we're going to make our way onto our backs, coming onto your mat. Get some water again if you need. I think I drank a lot of water. I feel like I'm thirsty every 5 seconds. All right, gotta stay hydrated. So we're back on our mats. Let's lay back for bridge pose. We're gonna do bridge pose, and we're also gonna do a variation of bridge pose where we do the hip press. So for bridge pose, your knees are bent, feet flat on the ground, about hip width distance. Bring your arms down alongside your body, palms down. See if you can feel the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Scoot your butt forward or back, get that positioning. Feet are parallel. So your head, neck, shoulders, back all stay on the ground for this initial piece of it. And then we're going to lift our hips. So draw the hips towards the ceiling, press down through your feet, press down through your palms to lift your hips up. Now here's where things can get challenging. If you want to try to do a hip press as you're lifted up, lift the left leg towards the ceiling, and then you're going to lift and lower your hips towards the ground and back up as you keep the left leg up. If that's not available to you, just lift and lower it in bridge pose. So if you're doing the leg lift, you keep the leg straight up towards the ceiling, and you're just lifting and lowering your hips. You're going to feel this in your right glute. And it's not a very big movement. So we'll aim for maybe 10 if you can on one side. And then we'll switch to lift our right leg up. And then lift and lower the hips. Ooh, I see Mike got dropped from class and he's back. Hi, Mike. I see you're back. All right, so if you're done with the hip press, go ahead and bring your feet back down to the ground with the knees bent. We're going to do figure 4. We did this where we were sitting up last time. We're going to revisit this laying on our back. So you're going to lift the right ankle, rest it on the top of the left thigh. And then lift the left foot off the mat so that you can reach behind and grab onto the back of your left hamstring. So the right hand reaches through your inner thighs, the left hand reaches around, and you're holding your back of your left thigh with your hands interlaced. Draw the left knee towards you as you press the right knee away. You're laying back, resting on your back and neck and head. It's all on the ground. A few breaths here in your outer right hip. This is figure 4. You might want to check in with the left foot. Flex through the left foot and make the left shin parallel to the ground. Good, and then relax both your feet back down and we'll switch out sides. So now the left ankle stacks on top of the right thigh. The left knee is bent and you're going to Same thing, reach behind, grab onto the back of your right thigh. Right shin parallel to the ground. Draw the right knee towards you as you press the left knee away, opening the outer left hip. Maybe draw your chin slightly towards your chest. Create length in the neck. And then slowly release. Both legs come all the way down. Give yourself a full body stretch by reaching your arms overhead. And we're going to draw the right knee in towards our chest and then all the way over to the left for a supine twist. So the right knee comes in and then over across your body to the left. Right arm comes out wide. The left hand rests on the outer right knee to help draw the leg towards the ground. Press the right shoulder blade down. Turn your head towards your extended right arm. And breathe here into this nice supine twist of your spine. And slowly draw that right leg down, and we'll switch sides. Draw the left knee in towards your chest and across your body to the right. The right hand helps draw the left knee towards the ground as your left arm extends out wide, palm faces the ceiling. Press down through your left shoulder, gaze towards your left arm. And then slowly come back to center and bring both of your knees in towards your chest. Hands wrap around the front of the shins, creating a nice ball. Rock from side to side. Massage your low back on the mat. And then get out any final last minute wiggles, movements, any final stretches you want to get before we come into our final relaxation pose. Take a moment to get comfortable. Rest your head on a pillow or a blanket. Arms and legs straight out alongside you. Allow your feet to fall out to the side. Palms face the ceiling. Take up as much space as you need here. And then close your eyes. Exhale out your mouth. A few more breaths. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth. Exhale. Back to your body. Slowing down your breathing and resting in silence for the final few moments of class. And we'll begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes. And back to your room. Slowly make your way to one side. And we'll press ourselves back up to seated. And keep your eyes closed. Come to a comfortable seat. We'll rub our palms together in the center of our chest. And then place your palms on your heart. Taking a moment to celebrate everything about you and your life that is worth living. So much joy and gratitude to be here with you all. Bring my palms together at the center of my chest to bow down. Namaste. Virtual hugs.